Good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing, so we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
The potato! No, you can't stop me. I've still got my portal gun. So now we are in the ruins of the old aperture. The original aperture, which was quite old, which I may have just said, but I said it again. Frame rate there. As you can see, there's obviously a substantial amount of signs that say do not enter, although to actually enter from this side would probably be fairly hard. Let's see. Where's the wall that I have to portable onto? No. No. Yeah. Yeah, I already saw it. I saw it, Mr. Wall. Alright, place an orange over there. Hop on through. And a moment. And we're back. So, yes, the bulk of the dialogue portions of the game are now out of the way between either GLaDOS and Wheatley. Now, however, there are still a couple to be had. Most of it's like history dialogue sort of things that are going on, because this is all the old part of Aperture. So it's mostly lore and storyline that builds up to how we get into this place in the first place. Oh my god. Let's skip on that frame rate. Now, again, I am still using XSplit to record this, so I do get a couple hiccups here and there, just because my processor's a little old. Hopefully that will be resolved soon enough. Soon enough. But as you can see here, it says Abandoned Test Shaft 09, Zulu Bunsen, do not enter, sealed 06/15/1961, so that would be June 15th, 1961. We have a large doorway right here. Very, very large. It's what they're using to seal it with. Now we're up here. Now, this particular door here, you have to time against the other side, so one side hits and then the other side hits. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and place my 2 portals in. That way I can go override and override. And we opened the door. It's a really huge, grand door to seal this place with. And on the inside, that tiny little doorway. It's like the biggest overkill in the world. Why would you need a door this size in order to just seal this tiny little thing in here? And of course here we have a little bar stool and a chair. Into old aperture. Now these are all actually built in a very, very old salt mine, meaning that the water is incredibly acidic. It's got a little danger sign. Don't go in the water, you will dissolve. But yeah. And I just went ahead and skipped on into this hallway because there's not a whole lot else out here to see aside from that really big tower. I can't do anything there quite right now, so just continuing on.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Amateur Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Right. Well, the goal in this room is actually kind of a fun one. What you do is you build up momentum by going up here, dropping down through this hole, and propelling yourself through that little gateway right there. So, best to show by doing. Next we're going to go ahead and place our blue portal down there. And kind of reposition ourselves to where I can just fall in. That'd be good. That'd be good. Smack. Ow. Also, the little door over there for the main lift does not actually work, so no point in going over there.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you, fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
So, you know, there's Cave Johnson. We have a variety of things. Best New Science Company, 1947. Local entrepreneur, buys salt mine. Shower curtain salesman of 1943. That's what Aperture Science was originally developed to do, is to sell and manufacture shower curtains to the military. Top 100 applied science companies, 1949. Aperture Science won number 2. And the Spirit of Idaho with the Golden Potato. We also have a shower curtain award and a couple of other awards here. Let's see if I can read that. U.S. Department of Defense, Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1952. U.S. Department of Defense, Contractor of the Year, runner-up, 1954. I believe he's actually runner-up to the guys over at Black Mesa, but I don't know who the person that actually won was. So yes, this is the old lounge. You can tell it's very 50s, really hokey-looking paneling and walls and carpet and really old, modern, quote, furniture. Now we're back here in this room, and we are about to ascend this pillar thing here. Little ashtray. Very tempted to do the Jesse Cox elevator song. This is the elevator song, and it won't last very long because we're arriving at the floor that we intend to go. Elevator song, ho. Alright, so I suppose this one was... Yes, I have to get over there to Alpha. I don't believe I drop off this though. Yeah, that goes straight into the water. Go over here. Somewhere over there. Put that there. Yeah, that feels less like death. Looks less like death too, because otherwise I was popping right there, which would have probably inevitably killed me. Let's see. Now the actual goal here is for me to apply one right there and then another one down there at the bottom, so I suppose I should just pop back through and do that. I'm not sure what that sound was. It sounded kind of disintegrate-y. Gotta place that there. And we'll put our orange one back down here on the bottom floor if I can properly access it. I think I have to access it from the other side. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Oh! And doors open. And here we are into Pump Station Alpha, which you might recognize as one of the pump stations that I name in my Minecraft series as well, for my lava extraction of the Nether. Now, Pump Station Alpha actually, by turning on that valve, starts this blue goo flowing through here. And it'll travel to all these other portions of testing facilities. There we go. Safety first. And together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty annum ever. Annum being year.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
I don't know if that's the best thing there, Mr. Johnson. Go on, turn on the lights. Oh my god,
All right,
it's
let's
blinding.
get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Now the blue repulsion gel is actually like a springy trampoline. So it's like super rubber. It's flubber. Like the movie Flubber. Aperture's attempt to create a dietic pudding substitute. It's true the gel is sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of the dieter's distended stomach and out of his or her mouth. For various reasons, the product was pulled from shelves. Yeah. So as you can see here, boing. Very, very straightforward. It also is really good for carrying momentum, so if you get to a high enough position, you can actually carry your weight when you bounce off of it. Here we have an early button, which should cause that to open on that side. But we have to get our cube up here first. Cube is accessed by pushing the button over here, so we're just going to kind of bounce across. Oh my god, frame rate. Frame rate. Ah, cube made it out. Now you can actually hold control while bouncing to stop the bounce, but why would you want to do that? Bouncing's so much fun! And now we just kind of run across again.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
The next test chamber says that way, but we can't exactly go that way. I'm just gonna throw a portal up there, portal right here, and here we go. Continuing on for science.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Alright, this little thing right here, I gotta get up onto that. Oops. Too soon. Try that again. Wait for it to come back across and drop. Collecting the cube. Getting out of here. Exit's actually up there, but we have to go through here to push this button, meaning we're gonna have to get the cube over there. Now for this particular one, there's like a cool little effect you do like this. It's kind of bouncing off the walls. Be very careful not to place the box itself onto the grid here, because it will just delete the box. We don't need that. And then from here we place this up now, and we find a hole to go through. Let's see. Should be able to just, I guess, go right down here. There we go.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
I will keep that in mind. So now we head up.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Just makes a happy face. Gabe Johnson's pretty ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see if I remember this one. Exit's up there. Got gel flow going up that way. There's a door. Good deal. Oh, I think I remember this one. This one gives a lot of people a lot of trouble, and I remember...
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Yeah, I recall actually having a bit of trouble on this one, my very first attempt, but it's not too bad. What you're doing is mostly just painting individual steps with the gel, which will drop out of that. Just making sure that I have plenty of floor covered. Let's see, am I missing anything else? I think I'm missing the... up here. Yep, and then I have to have some on the floor right down here. Like so. And yeah, I think that's everything that I have to worry about right there. Alright, let's... Oh no, I'm covered in it. Alright, and we'll go this way. And that'll turn off my portals. The next one, I think I have to... Yes. One right there, and one right there. It'll send some gel through the field, landing over there, which will allow me to bounce across once I actually have the momentum going for me. So like this.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Right.
Now, if you're part of Control Group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
As you can see here, the water flow is actually washing away the blue. So what you gotta do is you gotta place the blue where you can. It's not gonna let you do it too many places, sort of thing. Just keep kind of going at it. Now, you can't just like hop straight across, sort of thing. You kind of have to like work your way from dropping from down here to up there. So what I do is just like this, except that I hopefully bounce. Let's see if I can manage to blue. Darn it! Actually, have to have my my blue stuff go right here. There we go. I don't think this is what I had to do. I think it was I had to go over here and actually set the button off. So let's try that. So I'm obviously doing something wrong. Do that, and there we go. I should turn off that. Let us. I almost got hit with the water because I was stuck bouncing.
I'm telling them, keep your
Forgot
pants
to
on. All right, this next
cancel
test
my
may
bounce.
involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Lol. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong here. Derp. Alright, so next we place our orange down there, we place our blue right there, we drop into the blue, go across, bounce across that, and go through this. There we go. And now we can proceed on to the left. Thingy. Now this one I think I actually am going to need to claim some of that blue goo for me. So, where's we dropping? There we dropping. So there. Put some there. Put some there. Same place, really. And put some there. Alright. That should allow us to bounce up there, I think. Let's see. Should be good. Alright, well let's try this. Let's see, that is orange, so I need a blue. Yep. There we go. Didn't even have to use the first platform. Just went straight to the second. Let's see, where was I going from here? I don't recall. Something above, though. Is it directly above? Yeah, it's directly above. Alright.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
There we go. Wash it off. There we go. Next we should be able to use this to place it onto the blue. Which kind of sets that down right there. That's still dumping from above there. Let's go ahead and place that right there. Then move it. Then bounce. And place the blue up there. Which will cause that to bounce and allow me to come up.
Why? It's about why not? Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Cave Johnson's crazy.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
We are at 4,000 meters below ground. This was the 1952, 1956 testing areas. So we have completed Pump Station Alpha's set of stuff. Now we're on Pump Station Beta, which is the orange acceleration gel. And this stuff's pretty slick. And when I say slick, I mean like literally it is a slick surface that is slightly further than I wish to fall. There we go. Now let's see how. Should be able to do that, onto that, onto that. Good deal. It's something weird here. Ah, there it is. Just waiting for it. There we go. Perfect. You can actually see an emancipation grid there. That's where I'm supposed to go. We have a couple more old computers here. Really old machines for recording science. Go ahead and release those two valves, which allows that door over there to open. I don't exactly know why the pump station controls are actually related to the door mechanic, but there you go. That is now open, and we can continue. Here we are at the 1971 facility, and we are about to get a bit more dialogue here in a second.
I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts, and you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I saw signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
So as you can tell by this point in time, Aperture is actually not doing so hot. They're actually a bit on the bankrupt side by this point in time, 1971, and they have turned to enlisting assistance from hobos. Which, you know, hobos are a relatively ready source of assistance, provided that you can afford them a little extra fundage. But I will not say it's the easily most reliable source of testing subjects.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you... Ow! Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. Wow! You stabbed me! What is wrong with you? Oh, do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Oh, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
So now we have GLaDOS with us, and we have the infamous portal potato gun. So now I believe we actually do the same thing we just did, except now we're going to use it as a two-stage portal. So we can carry the momentum of a normal portal pass-through whenever you fall through a portal, but you can also kind of stage them. So this would be like a stage 1, that would be like a stage 2, and basically what we'll do is we'll stick like a portal right here or so. And when you drop through this one, you would want to launch into this one, kind of thing. Either that or you just like hop up on this one when this one goes through. So what we'll do, I guess, I don't know, I guess this one's not a two-stage. I just do this and then go over. No, I can't do that. I actually have to launch to it, so that's the thing. Let's see. That was a death. Don't think I've ever gone quite that far.
Say, you're good at murder. Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say?
Come on, let me take you.
You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. Wow! You stabbed me! What is wrong with you? Oh, do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming.
Oh my
Here
goodness.
Oh, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
I evidently just was not placing my portal high enough.